everybody, at 2 o'clock. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. We're live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and, of course, our home, CentralValleyTalk.com. Austin Reed with you. It's Thursday, the 29th of April. It's getting hot here in Fresno. Thankfully, we're inside our studio. We've got a fan. I'm looking out at the corner of my eye, and then we've got an air conditioner above. But it's still hot. It's supposed to be like 90, and we're getting close to that point. 96 by Friday tomorrow. So get ready. Summer is coming up. May, we are very, very close. Hey, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. So a lot of you know I've got cystic fibrosis. I was diagnosed when I was 3 years old. It's an everyday battle. There have been new breakthrough treatments for many CF patients, short for cystic fibrosis. But we are going to be joined live via Zoom right now by another cystic fibrosis patient. His name is David Wagner. David, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Austin. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Every day is a challenge, but we take them one day at a time.
One day at a time, that's right. Now, how old were you when you were diagnosed with CF?
I was diagnosed at 3, but I lived the first 3 years in the hospital.
I remember those days. It ain't fun. It ain't fun. You're working on, by the way, where are you located?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, wow. It's home of the Derek Chauvin trial.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure it's been crazy there. Hopefully things are finally calming down after the verdict. But you're working on a campaign, David's Law.
Yes.
Tell everybody what that is.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. David's Law is a very important law for students with cystic fibrosis. We all take what they call enzymes, and these enzymes are needed to help digest our food because we have no digestion. At least some of us have some digestion, but most of us have absolutely none. So our food goes right through us. The enzyme law would be called David's Law, and this law would allow all students in public schools throughout America to be able to self-administer their own enzymes without an adult. And this is because there is no school nurse right now that is able to stay at the school every single day, all day long, for them to get their enzymes. We have students that are being suspended from school because they're taking their enzymes on their own, but they're doing it for survival, to survive. They know that the consequences is high and suspension is nothing. So they're going to take that chance. And so if we get David's Law in place, that won't happen anymore. And we have parents that are actually having to quit their job so that they can go to the school and give enzymes to their patients so that they can continue the school day. It's very awful. And they can't go to a field trip without a mom and dad, or they get a 0, and they don't get to attend. So it's very situational, upsetting. The school nurse situation, we do need school nurses, but if the federal government isn't willing to pay for them, then we have to have David's Law so that these patients can continue to go to school. It's very important.
It is a life or death matter.
Yes.
I mean, it's fascinating to me because I have faced similar issues with people. And I remember even when I was in school, it was always an issue with the pill situation. And a lot of people don't get that it is life or death. If we don't take medications to eat, we're dead. Period.
Yes. Yes.
For some patients, if we don't do our nebulizing treatments, we're dead. And I think because worldwide there's, 60,000 of us, 30,000 in the United States, people just kind of look the other way. Oh, well, or they don't know how critical it is. So I am so happy that you are on a campaign for this because it's going to save lives. I know you were working on this under the Obama administration. Is that right?
Yes, actually, we went to the Senate House and the House of Representatives offices, and we spoke with each one of them, and a lot of them said that if the bill came in front of them, if we could find a lawmaker to write the bill, Obama would have signed it. However, we could not find someone to get it in front of him because I do not know how to write a bill. I couldn't find anyone. And then when I call lawmakers, they don't care. CF is on the back burner, as it always has been.
Yeah.
But this is life and death, as you said, Austin. It's very, very important.
So what's the next steps? How can people watching today or on our replays on social media, how can they help?
We need volunteers. We need people to pick up the phone that are understanding how important this law is. And if it has affected you in any way, because you may have a child with cystic fibrosis, I need you to pick up the phone and call your local lawmaker and your federal lawmaker and let them know, hey, David's law is important. Will you help him write the law to become presented in the White House immediately? And so the White House could also be called as well. We have a 24-hour cystic fibrosis hotline, the only one in the nation, and we get over 2 million phone calls every 2 years. And this is a 763-280-2137. That number is open all the time. We want you to call if you want to volunteer. We need your help. These students need their help. They do not deserve a zero in a class because they have to get enzymes. They do not deserve to not be able to go on a field trip or to be a part of sports. This is wrong, and we need to fix it as quickly as we can, Austin.
Yeah, 763-280-2137. We just put the number at the bottom of our screen. This is, yeah, I mean, I got your email. I found you on Facebook on the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Actually, my friend Amy, who has CF, she lives close here to Fresno. She actually told me about you, and then I connected. I can't believe this is even an issue.
It's really sad, Austin. About a year and a half ago, a boy that is like 7 years old had a brother who was 3, had to go to the CF center, and they got suspended because he was standing at the urinal taking his enzymes, and the principal walked in and gave him suspension for 4 days for taking medication in the restroom without a nurse. So, but his mom couldn't come that day because he had to take his brother to the CF center. So what was the mother supposed to do? Couldn't find anybody to do it. It was really sad. The good news is I did get that child back into school with lots of talking with superintendent and the principal, promising that we would not try this again unless David's law has passed. So we've been working on that behalf as well.
I feel like it's so funny because since I have so much passion for the cystic fibrosis community, I feel like I'm a Sean Hannity or Bill O'Reilly today, or Chris Cuomo, you know, the cable news anchors that are, but this is just, it's unacceptable. And please, if you're watching, help. Let's pass this law. Biden's in office. We've got a new administration. Let's do it.
Thank you so much, Austin.
Very good. David, thank you so much. By the way, how old are you, brother?
I'm 45 years old.
45! I'm in my 30s. I'm 33. And when I was born, the doctors told my parents that I'd only have maybe till 17 or 18 years to live. You're
that's
45.
right.
What? You were probably even younger.
Yep.
So it's a miracle that we're both here. Thank you. Thank you again for joining us. 763-280-2137. Advocate for David's Law. That's David Wagner. Come back on the show. Keep us updated on the situation, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, sir.
You too, brother. Keep up the good CF fight. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be back with another guest in just a bit.